Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christy. Why did I say back? What if you are seeing this channel for the first time? Welcome to the channel. My name is Christy and this is Christy Spurs. On this channel, I film content about faith and I live here in Saskatchewan, Canada as new immigrants. If you are new here, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're returning Team Spurs, thanks for being here. You're amazing. If you're new here, do well to click on the subscribe button and turn on notification in case you end up liking this video. Thank you. And so today something happened to me in church today. Today is Sunday. This video may be going up on another day of the week because of course we'll have to do the editing and touching up and stuff before the video goes up. Something happened to me in church today and I decided while I was in church was when I decided I was going to do a short video. I'm trying that this video will be short and that's why I'm standing. I'm standing making this video because I want it to be as short as I can, knowing that sometimes I'll say something will be short and before I know it, I have talk, go. But today I'm going to try as much as I can to, to be as short as possible. So something happened to me in church today and I said, okay, so I'm going to share this in a video. And this is one of those videos I'll be coming back to watch again, just to remind myself of some things. This video is, one of those videos that I'll be coming back to watch to give myself some brain resets. Yeah, 2 reasons. So that once in a while I can come back to check. And if you're in my situation too, you can also give yourself a kind of brain reset. So today is the first service of the year in my church. Today is the 8th of January and it was the first service and the last service for 2022 there were testimonies. People came out to share testimonies and some of us were like, testimony, maybe not. Maybe we will share. And then just before the end of the service, it was announced that today being the first Sunday of the first service, because we didn't have a service, we didn't hold a service on the first of the year, which was the first Sunday. So today being the first service of the year, we're going to be given the chance to share our testimonies. In my church, the normal way of sharing testimony is you will type it, send it to the pastorate, that is the people in charge, and they will read it out. You don't get to come out by yourself to share testimonies. So the last Sunday of 2022 and also today, we're given the chance to come out, hold the mic. Maybe they not say you cannot sing or you have 2 minutes. They just allowed us to do our thing and hold the mic and share your testimony. So last Sunday of the year, a lot of people actually shared testimonies. And while the testimonies was going on and people, as they were saying, is that the last person? Another person, it took a long while because people were just raising hands and the people kept raising hands. People kept getting inspired by the other person's testimony. So today they said no, like it's only the people that raise their hands first. Like when they ask that I will share the testimony, and I raised my hands. And I think I was even the second person that shared my testimony, and I shared my testimony and went back to sit down. And when I heard the testimony of the other people, in fact, from the first person that shared testimony, I started feeling like, okay, so what is the big deal about your testimony? Place your testimony. Like I kept feeling like, place your testimony now, the one you want to go and share. The testimony you have to share, place it beside this testimony. Place it beside the testimony of this person that just shared that testimony. And so, what is like? Why place it together? Is it like what's your own? What is your own compared to this person's testimony? And then the next person after me came, and like after I went and shared my own, the next person came, and the feeling came the more, and the next person came, and I felt the more like okay. So when you compare your testimony with these people now, what is the big deal about your life? And then I knew that was the devil that was trying to, diminish the blessing, how good God has been to me. That was the devil trying to take my eyes away from the goodness of God upon my life and then compare my blessings with the other people that came to share testimony. And as I was, thinking about the fact that no, devil, this is you, and I'm not going to allow you at this time, I also got the I would say the Holy Spirit also spoke with me. Like there will also be some people in the congregation that will feel like, okay, so these testimonies that even my own, These testimonies that people came to give, these are like my prayer points. This is something I've been praying to God for. For example, somebody prayed about how after she came here, her business in Nigeria is still booming. Somebody would be like, when I was even in Nigeria, I know my business was not even okay. Even now that I'm here, my business is even dead, Like, some of these things people came to give testimonies about are actually your own prayer points, are actually things you are, asking God for. And your mind will be like, Father Lord, am I a potato? Am I a banana? Those questions you used to ask of God, when? Why are you doing this person's own and it's like my own? Is it my prayers are not getting to you or anything? And at the point where I felt that way, like I felt like, what's my testimony compared to the big testimonies these other people came to give? I was able to realize by the help of the Holy Spirit that was the devil trying to take away from what God has done in my life. Of course, there were some things that God has done for me that I didn't share because I didn't feel the release to share them. There was even one that I shared. The people that are in church would be like, okay, this is like a half testimony. But me that I shared the testimony, I knew the gravity of that, that small. I just shared it in a way of, okay, let me share the testimony with you. You understand what I'm saying? The first testimony was 2000, and I think I said it in my first video of the year. 2022 was supposed to take something very important away. Like 2022 tried taking away something very important in my life, but God kept that thing. But it felt like, okay, because I didn't go into details, maybe it's not such a big deal. It was a big deal. If not for God, that thing, I would have lost it. It would have gone with 2022. But, I just felt like, this is the devil. This is definitely not from God. At the point where you feel like your testimony or that thing you feel you should thank God for, or that thing you think, I even testified about the fact that this channel got monetized in 2022. Oh, do you know, I'm not even trying to, and I'm not even, I also want you not to get into the trap of having a reason to testify because you are comparing yourself. I was just almost falling into the trap right now. Like saying that the reason I should thank God because that my YouTube channel got monetized is maybe because there were some people that have been doing YouTube for longer than me and are not monetized. No, that shouldn't be a reason. That shouldn't be something that should motivate me to give thanks. The fact that God did it, I got monetized, is enough. I don't have to see that, okay, this person has been doing this thing for a while and the person is not monetized. So because of that, my thanks should become better. No, I should give thanks to God just because he did it. Just because he blessed me, just because he protected my family, just because he, lifted me, just because he did, there were even some things that I did not pray for that I got last year. And I should not look down on those things because somebody else came to say that, okay, for example, somebody came to say their first job in Canada is like, a very big one. And you are looking at yourself like, see me here doing customer service job. And you want to, because thank God for that customer service job. Won't you? Like, I was just, in that mind space of not seeing my blessing as not so much because of the testimonies of other people. And this is the reason I'm making this video. Whatever God has blessed you with is enough to give him thanks for. The fact that I have any little thing is enough to give thanks to God for. The Yoruba adage that says that the person that gives thanks for yesterday's blessings will get more. Learn to give thanks to God for yesterday's blessings so that you will get more. I think we should stop comparing ourselves to other, and this is still comparison. Comparing your human beings. Human beings. I don't know, but I believe strongly that it wouldn't have been only me that feels this way. That feels like, because I know it was the devil that brought that thought. And it cannot be only me that the devil is bringing the thoughts to. Like, your testimony, what is it compared to these other people? If you also feel that way sometimes, share with me in the comments. Or if it's only me, let me know. But I'm grateful to God because I was able to catch myself before that went for too long. Because what that would have done to me, if I allowed it to stay, if I allowed that thought to stay, is I get into a mood of ungratefulness. I stop seeing the blessings of God. I stop seeing how God has kept my children. I will stop seeing all the blessings God has blessed me with. I'll stop seeing that God has protected me from having an accident on this icy road that I'm just driving for the first time in my life, like consistently. I'll stop seeing, the blessings of God. I will stop seeing all those blessings, and rather I'll just focus on the things I feel God has not done. And of course, that brings me into a state of maybe I won't want to pray again. I will feel like, okay, we are even praying for this particular thing. God has not done it. So what is the essence? If I'd allowed that thought to stay, I would have gone into a series of different kinds of mentality, different kinds of thoughts that will pull me further into, all kinds of situation. And this is where depression starts from. Comparing yourself, thinking there should be something other people have that you should have and all that. And going further from that, while I was also thinking of that, another thing that came to mind was, if there is a testimony somebody shares and you feel like this is also something you are praying to God for, and you feel like you could learn from the person. If there's somebody said they got a job in a place, if there's a way you feel the person can help you, why not walk up to the person and say, I'm also trying to get a job. Can you help me? Like, maybe help in, tutoring me for how did you do your interview? How did it go? What are give me pointers. Give me tips on how to go for my next interview. Somebody said, God bless them with a new house. Sometimes what we need to do is maybe just thank God for the person and remind him. He said we should bring our petition to him with a heart of thanks, right? So as you are thanking God for that person, thank God for giving this person this blessing. Father, I'm also reminding you of my own. And I think that settles this. That way you are just telling God, I appreciate you, and if you have done this, I trust that you can do mine. That is a different mindset from what is my testimony compared to this person's own. I really pray God will help us to stop comparing, and your testimony is coming. And the fact is, you also have testimonies. You have testimonies. You have big testimonies. You have testimonies. Comparing yourself to another person is not going to diminish what God has done. It is there. God has done it. I pray God helps us, like that we will be able to thank God for even, when we get into the habit of thanking God for every little thing, when we hear big testimonies, I'm not sure it will affect us, because when you amass your seemingly little things together, you see that it is also a big deal. The song that came to mind when I was, in church, the song that came to mind was, I will be content in every circumstance. You are Jireh, you are enough. And the song that just came to mind right now is, count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Write it down. And it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. Please click on the share button in case you know someone that will benefit from watching this. And in case you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn on in case you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn on notification so you don't miss subsequent videos. Thank you. Until we see you in the next video. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.